Welcome back, RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. This one is 7.5 acres, pine trees. This is in Northern California. So Northern California, if you're one of the people who loves California, take a look at this one. 7.5 acres, Lawson County, California. And this one is owned by Aaron English, and he's asking $35,977. So I'm going to jump into the website. And I'm going to point out Aaron English, his name, contact information. It says owner right over the top of it. This is for sale by owner. It's not real estate agent land. This is for sale by owner, so you can call him and you can talk to him about the property. It's his property. You can work out a deal, or you can pay what he's asking, $35,977. And so let's take a look at this thing. He's got some pictures. Let's take a look at the pictures he's got on this. Here's some maps. You can look at all these pictures by going to the link in the description of this video. It'll take you back to RealVacantLand.com where you can look at these pictures in more detail, but I'm going to buzz through them. So the property's here. There's a little road on the north boundary of the property. There's a little one on the south, not very far from the boundary of the property. And then there's a highway here, and there's a bigger road above leading to the little road that goes to the property. So you can drive right up to it, and there's a bunch of pine trees there. And so if we look at this, it's got, it's not laid out right. Like it's, flat map, bent whirl, the lines and the roads are all off a little bit. So up here, when it shows the lot line, the road just above it, the road's actually the lot line. So you can drive up to it and then you can go south and get right into the property. So there's a bit of a hill here. I'll try to show you some other diagrams. There's a little bit of, this is a bigger hill here, and then it's a slighter slope here. So you come in from the north and you're going uphill into the property. There's a house right here behind my head. There's a house over here behind my shoulder. As we zoom out some more, there's another house just off where I can touch over here. And so there's a couple houses in the area. People are homesteading the area and they're starting to have fun with it. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the next one that gets built, because it's the cheapest one in the area, right? So here we go, looking at this from multiple angles. Here you can see the hill a little bit. So if you look at the property, this would be the northern boundary of the property. And so you come in here and you have your driveway going up, and you go up into the property. You have your 7.5 acre property. You put your house on. You could have some animals. You look at the trees. This kind of area, I'd want to have some bird feeders, get some chickadees, get some bird song going, hang them from the trees. I think that'd be fun. So here's a picture of it says the school district. I'm kind of laughing because that's probably like the yard where the school gets fixed. It's not where the kids actually go, I hope. It might be where they go. There's an emergency room. It's like 7 miles from the property in case you're playing with a chainsaw and you hit a knot and trying to trim your eyebrows or something, right? You gotta go to the emergency room. You ever see a guy with a chainsaw gouge? Oh, those are painful. So here is the gas station that's like 5 miles from the property. There's a church. Here's a view from the hill overlooking the valley where the property is. You can see these pine trees. It's just pine trees off in all different directions. Good looking pine trees. Solid, stout pine trees. Not lush rainforest pine trees, but like the burly ones, that take a long time to grow and then just grow like they're going to be there forever kind of pine trees. There's a casino. This casino is 5 or 6 miles from the property. Yeah, so there we go. So this is Aaron English's property, 7.5 acres. Here's a map. Let's pull up the maps. Let's take a look at this. So this blue is where the land's at. And if you can see, I got so many lights shining in my face I can hardly see the screen. But you guys should probably see it better than me. There's some houses over here. There's numerous houses spread over the area. And let's see if we can do street view of this road underneath here. Yeah, we can. Okay, let's look at that. So I think we can see one of the neighboring houses. Maybe not. Some rocks on the hill. So here's the highway going through. And there's a house up on top of this hill somewhere. Guess you can't see it from here. So maybe we could drive around the area. I guess this highway is going to be hidden by this hill, which would be nice. So the noise of the highway is going to bounce off the hill instead of going to your property that's up over there somewhere. But I wanted to just like look back in the woods and see what it looked like in the area. I wanted to take a view of these kinds of trees, show you the stout, burly pine trees I'm talking about that grow in an area where it doesn't rain a whole ridiculous lot. I mean, it rains, but not enough to get them bushy and soft. These are good, solid trees. So here's a view of the kinds of pine trees you're going to see in the area. A lot more trunk than fluff. I like those kinds of pine trees. They block up the view so you don't see the neighbors, but they still let the sky in, so you got nice big blue sky. Good telephone pole length and shape, pine trees. Okay, so that's a view of the countryside. So you could build a house in these kinds of pine trees, nice, good, solid looking pine trees. There's just these pine trees off in every direction as far as you can see. So let's jump out of there. Let's look at, we got a buy it now button. You can click on that. I think it takes you, let's try it. It takes you to Aaron English's website, and he's got it set up here. He's got a Moon Clerk checkout, so you can check out. It's asking for $35,977. Hopefully he's got that set up so you can like put your banking account information in there, put your ACH information in there. Let's see what it says. I'm just gonna put some fake stuff in and test it out. I don't think, yeah, okay. So like you would put your put your title in your tax address, what address you want the deed to go to, and where you want the future tax bill sent to, and your contact information. And so after you put all that stuff in there and click a couple buttons, hit next, it's going to start asking for payment details. Okay, so he's got it set up for a credit card or debit card. So hopefully you got a pretty high limit on your credit card, debit card to get the $35,977 on there. I mean, some people do, some people pull it off. But you're probably calling them and saying, hey, why don't you update this payment form so you could like do my ACH. You could just use a check that way, or break it up into a couple transactions over a couple days, or call your debit card company, your credit card company, and say, hey, raise my limit for the day so I can get this sweet piece of property in my name. So there you go. So that's the checkout. There's GPS on here. The GPS coordinates are, you can click on that and it'll give you driving directions in your phone, and click on it, your computer will open a map, and then you can play around with the map and go look at the property. There's GPS coordinates of the four corners. It's saying you need a septic system. There's no fees, no closing fees. Taxes are about $187 a year for this property. And there you go. There's a beautiful piece of land in the woods and some pine trees in Northern California. You know, I should show you where we're at in Northern California. This is Susanville. Let's zoom out. Let's see the little marker on the map. So we've got some multiple lakes around the area. And this is the north end of the valley, the Central Valley. So here's Redding over here. So it's like straight east of Redding, north of Plumas National Forest. And you've got these beautiful lakes up here in the mountains, and then on the backside, getting down the backside of the mountains a little bit, you got some other lakes. If you go over the mountains, you get down into the valley, then you're down to Sacramento and the Bay Area. So that's probably where people might be coming from. The other people that might be going after this property would be out of the Reno area. So Reno, you could get to this area in the weekend. You could go up to 395 to Susanville and get over to the property from Reno. So Reno's probably your major supply station in the region for bigger supplies, more than just like basic groceries, for example, right? Yeah, so thanks for listening. Thanks for watching this beautiful property in Lawson County, California, asking $35,977 for sale by Aaron English. Thanks. See you in the next video.